Happy Friday, all. This is our Giljum Chiropractic Friday roundtable, as we do often on Fridays. Also, happy St. Patrick's Day weekend to those of you who are Irish or those of you who want to pretend to be Irish. This is my family's crest that I made. Shout out Datebox for allowing me to make this beautiful piece of art. Also, I have on the Dublin Gaelic football team jersey right now, so we're loving life. We're celebrating this beautiful green Irish weekend. Should be nice out. Today, something I want to talk about is foam rolling. And this has become more of a craze recently, just like cupping, K-taping. Anytime something happens on the Olympics, pretty much everybody wants to try it. So foam rolling has been one of those things that you've seen in physical therapy, physical medicine circles, chiropractic, etc. They're basically, I've got one right here. They're basically these things that you see in all colors, shapes, and sizes. They're little foam balls or foam, tube-like things that people have in their practices. You'll see them in physical therapy offices, chiropractic offices, rehab centers all the time. But they are very nice when used appropriately. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to talk about some of the research behind them, how you should use them, why you should use them, and what the appropriate time is to use one of these. So like I said, it's become a big thing recently as people have learned to take charge in their own health, which has been awesome. They've been buying these to try to help them get out of low back pain, pain in the neck, pain everywhere, that their muscles are tight. And so the goal of foam rolling is to improve your muscle function, performance, flexibility, range of motion is going to be big with this too. Because basically you're working on tight muscles. And when these muscles get really tight, or you have these trigger points, which is something that we deal in the office, but also these are good with working them out at home. When you have these trigger points that are released, basically those muscles stop pulling on you so much, and so you have better range of motion. You feel like you're able to move more freely, less pain, and overall performance helps, which is why you'll see people using these to warm up, rubbing out hamstrings, quadriceps, biceps, depending on the sport, back, all over the place. You'll see them using these just to warm up as part of their dynamic warm up. So basically activity age, we know that with that we lose flexibility over time. So that's why yoga is a cool thing to do. It helps us stay fresh and active. But when we lose this flexibility, it can create adhesions, muscular adhesions, and pain. Now, what a muscular adhesion is, for layman's terms, is basically when you're breaking down muscles from working out or using them, you want them to reform together like this through their muscle fibers. When you get adhesions is when there's some sort of disconnect or overuse, strain, sprain. It can happen in many different ways. And the muscle fibers come together all contorted and twisted up, and they create knots or trigger points, stress areas that when somebody touches here, boom, it hurts. Like you feel that it hurts all of a sudden. So these are the areas which foam rollers can help place deep compression on those areas, which is going to break up some of those muscular adhesions and give them a chance to reform congruently like this, so that when they slide in and out, when you're contracting your muscles, they're going to be working appropriately and pain-free. So this, like I said, will reduce pain, break up those adhesions, increase range of motion, because who doesn't like it when you're trying to turn or look as you're turning on the highway or playing a sport and ow, it hurts. So this is where this can come into play. And like I said, research recently has found that foam rolling during your warm-up can improve flexibility more than static or dynamic stretching. So that's not to say that those aren't important. They are important, but that's just what a research found, is that this foam roller, this little sweet guy here, can help out a lot with warming up for activities. I know that I use this before racquetball tournaments from time to time. And so, like I said, using foam roller on tight muscles is good for flexibility and maintaining proper movement patterns. That comes with these muscles working congruently. When you have faulty movement patterns or the muscles pulling wrong or forming these adhesions, that's when you can get extra strain on your joints and extra strain on the nerves of the area. And that's where you can get some pain and some movement patterns that don't work and lead to degeneration and breakdown of your body faster than it should. So we like to encourage our patients. It's better to probably have a doctor recommendation for using these on an area that actually needs it. But we like to encourage our patients, for example, if we're working on their low back, we're adjusting their low back, getting motion into their low back, and they have chronically tight low back muscles, lumbar erectors, we'll encourage them to get one of these. They are all sorts of different shapes, sizes. Some have handles. And, homework is to work out some of those tight muscles a couple times a day. And so we believe that this type of home care is pretty much going to be great for supporting our adjustments that you receive in our office. So there you have it. That's the update on foam rollers. If you guys have any other questions, this month we're talking about movement. It's my birthday month. I already had my birthday, but I like movement. I'm a racquetball player, so I like moving. We're going to talk about movement. Next topic next week will be kinesiotaping or K-taping. That's also a big craze nowadays. So we're going to be talking about that too. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Post them to me. Give me a message, and we'll get to them. So this was foam rolling in a nutshell. Hope that helped out. And go ahead and roll away those muscular adhesions. See you guys. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Have a great, safe weekend.